What is up, everybody? It's JT Sports, and I have some breaking news. Just a quick breaking news video. So, Antonio Brown has been accused of raping his former college friend slash trainer, and it just did. I mean, it just sounds a little weird. It just sounds a little weird because she said that several incidents took place 2018, 2017. The thing with these rape things, like you got to be careful because sometimes these athletes really are guilty, really try to get away with things like this. But sometimes a lot of people, a lot of I just think it's weird, man, because like she said like in her report, it's like she said that she was trying to get over it for family and things like that, and now she feels this is the best time to come out with it. Like I understand, but I don't quite understand. Like if you get raped, like why? Like I know it's traumatizing things like that. I wouldn't wish it on nobody, but like why do people wait like a year later to talk about it and just bring it to the public's eye? Like is it because like Antonio Brown like he's signing with the Patriots? I just find it weird. Sound that's crazy, bro. Sound yeah, it just sounds very like the timing just sounds very off to me, Noble Sports. It just sounds very off to me. Like I mean, it just sounds weird, man. Is Antonio Brown going to be able to play with the New England Patriots? Well, even before the Patriots haven't commented on this, but we know ESPN and everybody's going to be talking about it tomorrow in the media. But the thing about it is that the Patriots even before this, the Patriots didn't plan. It was some reports coming out from the New England Patriots saying that he might not even play versus Miami, not because the rape thing, but he's not ready to go yet. So he might not play versus Miami. I guess they want him to get a better knowledge of the playbook and things like that before they play him in Miami. I don't know if that's true or not. I thought they would play him, but I saw that was a fantasy football update that I got that he might not play because I have him on my fantasy team. And I was like, why would you not play him versus Miami? I mean, they suck. So I mean, but it just sounds weird, man. Why is timing so weird? Yeah, it's just weird, man. Do you think they will suspend during the investigation? Um, it depends. It depends. Well, I think they will. And here's I think the NFL is going to have to do something about it because like the NFL has been getting when it comes to sensitive topics like this, when it comes to the NFL and women, like the NFL gets a lot of pressure and a lot of pushback from the national media and things like that when it comes to things involving women and domestic violence and rape like this. So I think the NFL is going to investigate this, but I do think Antonio Brown might end up getting so I think this doesn't look even if Antonio Brown is innocent and he's get proven guilty, I still think the NFL is going to have to investigate because when we've seen in the past when it comes to women and situations like this and domestic violence and things like that, the NFL has to take initiative and they got to take action fast because people got to remember that the NFL is a company and this situation could affect branding deals and sponsorships and things like that. So the NFL is going to have to act on this very quick. So I expect them to start their own investigation, even though it's just the timing just sounds a little bit off to me. So don't claim him off the fantasy football wire. LOL. No, the thing is, I traded him. I traded Robert Woods and Jared Cook for him. But I mean, you do want. I mean, here's the thing. I would claim him, but I mean, don't put all your eggs in a basket because even before this came out, like on my fantasy football app, it was like a notification that he might not play versus the Dolphins. I still but yeah, it was somebody called me, but yeah, it was on the ESPN fantasy app. Can you guys still hear me? I think you guys can, but yeah, it was on the ESPN fantasy app that he might not even play this game versus the Miami Dolphins, which surprised me a lot. But yeah, man, it's just the timing just feels a little bit off to me. I know Antonio Brown's been going crazy and things like that. We know the national media, they're looking for things to talk about and things like that. So of course they're gonna run with this. Stephen A. Smith got blocked by him on Instagram, so he's probably gonna have something to say about it. And I just think with what Antonio Brown has did in the past with the Oakland Raiders, this incident just comes out of it's just the timing just seems a little weird. You got the thing that's been going on with Oakland, now you have this happening. So I just think it's just something off to me. I don't know how true this is. I'm taking a wait and see approach. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, man, because it just seems weird. Patriots don't need Antonio Brown. Yeah, they don't need Antonio Brown. They really don't because I mean they destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers. And me being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, like this is a very solid team, man. It's his personal trainer. Why would she lie? I mean, I'm not saying that she's telling. I'm not saying that she is lying. I'm not saying that she's telling the truth. It just seems weird, man. But you know, it's a money hungry agenda, man. And they have all the text between them. Yeah, man. It's just weird, man. I mean, even if you do, I mean, you could have fake messages. Those could be fake messages. We don't know. We don't know exactly, man. I mean, this isn't the first time it's happened. So why wait a minute? Did everyone read what she said? I mean, you can make fake messages, but I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying that he's guilty neither. I'm still going to wait. But I just think the NFL, they're going to have to take action really, really fast because when it comes to women in situations like this, the NFL has to take action very fast and they got to take it very quick, man, because this situation doesn't look good for the NFL. Sit down, bro. You make me dizzy. But this situation doesn't look good for the NFL, man. It doesn't look good for the NFL at all. They got to take action really fast, and they got to take it quickly, man. Because like we see what happens when it comes to women in the NFL, man. They start protesting, and the NFL starts getting all these negative views and things like that. So I expect action on this Antonio Brown thing to be taken very fast. And I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's very crazy. But I'm not saying that she's telling the truth. I'm not saying that she's lying either, because we saw several athletes that get fought. A lot of athletes get a lot of athletes get falsely accused every year, but a lot of athletes actually do a lot of crazy things behind the scenes, man. So I mean, it's crazy. Where I don't know weird timing. Let me read the article to you. Right, I got my computer in front of me. I read it out to you. Story started on 4chan. He hung himself. I haven't even seen it. Where's the text messages at? You guys tell me where the text messages are at. And it's crazy because isn't he married with kids and things like that? I'm gonna look it up. I want to see the text. You guys tell me where the text messages are at. I'm gonna change views real quick because the light is too glaring. Roger Goodell just did it. When? Oh, you said he may. Yeah, we Roger Goodell, like, you got to take action fast. Like, I understand why Roger Goodell does what he does sometimes, but I mean, something had. I mean, if it's on, I mean, this doesn't look good. But where did you guys see the text messages at? Let me know if you guys seen the text messages at. So Antonio Brown accused of raping. I'm gonna go to the most recent one. I'm computer illiterate and can't hit, but okay, I'm gonna try to find it. The New England Patriots star wide receiver, basically this everything I've been talking about earlier. I'm gonna try to see it. I don't want to be on here too long. He bragged at it at first. Didn't. Whoa, for real? The lawsuit claims sexual enforced himself on top of the woman named Brittany Taylor, gymnast, met while they were dancing, blah blah blah. As rape victim of Antonio Brown, the sign to speak out has been an incredibly difficult decision. Reads a statement. Wow, this is crazy, man. I found strength in my faith family from the accounts of other survivors of sexual assault. Speaking out removes the shame I have felt for the past year and places. In her statement, Taylor said she will cooperate with the NFL and any agencies in potential investigation. Intends to countersue. So basically, Antonio Brown's going to countersue with a civil extortion, basically. Mr. Brown denies each and every allegation of the lawsuit. The statement reads he will pursue all legal remedies, not only to clear his name, but to protect other professional athletes as well from false allegations. So this is big. So this is more than football, right? So this is that's a man's life. How you going to try to do that? Kill a man's life? Yeah, man. So this is very big, and I think this is something that is going to be very interesting because if Antonio Brown wins this can potentially have a big impact on laws that get placed on women who falsely accuse people of rape and things like that. I read the 15-page complaint by Brittany, so it does not. Bro, where did you find it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I think I found it. Is it by Hetner Legal or something like that? It says statement regarding Antonio Brown. It says Antonio Brown learned today that he has been named in a lawsuit filed against federal court of the Southern District of Florida. Mr. Brown denies each and every allegation in the lawsuit. He will pursue all. Mr. Brown was approached by the accuser in 2017, shortly after Mr. Brown signed the contract, making him the highest paid receiver in the NFL. At the time, Mr. Brown was asked to invest $1.6 million in the accuser's business project. Mr. Brown was informed by the accuser that she had just been Levy with the 30,000 IRS tax line by investment, which was to be purchased when Miss Brown refused to make. So basically, in the first half of this, basically what it's saying that the accuser asked Antonio Brown, it's always about money. So she wanted him to invest 1.6 in his business, and he refused. And this is how she brought up the allegations and things like that. However, in 2000, traveled to Pennsylvania, South Florida, to train for Antonio Brown, the accuser gate. Oh, okay. So first, okay. So let me summarize this, right? So before the first allegation came out, right? She asked him for the money, and he said no. Nothing happened. Then a year later, she came out, trained them, and then they had sexual intercourse. We could have. Why didn't you tell me you was going to going live? We could have sent everyone from the round table to you, bro. I wasn't. I would, to be honest, I wasn't expecting it because I didn't think I was gonna have this much time. My fault, man. But I didn't think I was gonna have that much. But basically, this sounds a little bit fishy, right? It sounds a little bit fishy. Raiders lose to the Browns. I know I completely fought on that one. But basically it sounds so she asked him for money. He said no. A year later, they have some kind of sexual intercourse, or she claims, and then she accuses him of rape several times. I mean, I'm not saying that he's innocent, but it just sounds a little bit fishy because think about it. In this report, right? She says she approached him and she asked him to help her with some investment in her business, and he refused. And then a year later, in 2018, the accuser resurfaced and offered to travel to Pennsylvania and South Florida to train Antonio Brown for the upcoming season. However, in 2018, the accuser offered to travel. I just read this. The accuser not only traveled to Mr. Brown's residency on multiple occasions, she traveled to Tennessee and Florida and returned 2 a.m. to Mr. Brown's residence 10 days after the alleged assault. So it just sounds a little bit fishy, right? Doesn't it? It sounds a little bit fishy. It just sounds a little bit fishy. So she asked him for money. He said no. Then if they did have something sexual, she could spin and say that he raped her and things like that. This is really, really tricky. The NFL is going to have to take action really fast. So basically, she posted. This is from his. I'm taking this is from his side, from Antonio Brown's people. So this is Antonio Brown's people. I want to see what she's saying. Patriots might cut him. AB, all right, I don't think the Patriots are going to cut him this quick. I don't think the Patriots are going to cut him this fast. Because the Patriots they're not in big trouble without him, but still. They line on AB. Yeah, bro, I'm still trying to figure out what her people are saying about it, but I still can't find it. But it just, I'm not going to quit. I know that Antonio Brown has did things with the Oakland Raiders and things like that, and I know athletes are guilty as well. But it just doesn't seem right, man. Where do you find the text? Are the texts on Twitter? Are the texts on Twitter? Are the texts on Twitter? Where do you find the text messages at? I'm gonna just look on Antonio Brown on Twitter. Man, this junk going way longer than I wanted it to. Let's see. Here's the thing about fake messages, right? Is he cut? He's not going to get cut. He's not gonna get cut yet. You see, the Patriots, like they're just not. The Patriots don't really cut. They're not gonna cut people in situations like this, man. I think they're gonna ride with him. It depends. It depends on how bad it is. Because what if he's innocent and they cut him? So I think the Patriots might ride this out. The Patriots might ride this out, unless it gets really, really bad and they're getting pushed back for like how the Kansas City Chiefs was with Kareem Hunt. Let's see. So what do I type in on Twitter? Just type in Antonio Brown. Just type in Antonio Brown. But I mean but I mean like it's not officially. I mean they just signed the contract today if I'm not mistaken, because they had to get a couple of people off the roster first. Bro, look at this, man. Look at this. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to believe. I'm not going to believe emails. I mean, nobody even uses email anymore, really, unless you're doing business and things like that. If you're new, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm really up late. I'm supposed to be doing homework right now. Patriots hearing Antonio Brown news trying to catch Demaryius Thomas before he leaves town. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go. O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson. Use Google search. Type Antonio Brown text messages, emails. All right. Antonio Brown. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He texted his apologies. Bro, these messages could be fake, man. Bro, AB is mental. He done it for. He done for. Is he done for, man? Man, if it's a federal lawsuit, not criminal charges. Antonio Brown's been said he denied the allegation. Blah blah blah. He exposes himself. Kisses her. Huh? What? Okay, so I think it's a silver suit, man. I think it's a silver suit. Why would she? Okay, so if so this joke makes no sense to me, right? So this story seems a little bit off. I'm still trying to find it. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna let y'all. We gonna read this together. So here it goes. I said, I jack my on your back. I slept with you in bed. If your knowledge be, I've been all pro even before you. You hit me up online, be crying. I didn't hit you up. You never left my house since you had a hotel. You fell asleep on my couch. F out of here. My baby mama trick you dumb. Blast me your failure, telling everybody you own a gym. What you gonna blast? Don't effing my phone. Don't effing write my phone, B. The grammar is terrible. God, LS fake, and your mama thought you had to come up, F out of here. Don't write my team. What? What is going on? These are email, bro. Oh, wait. Hold on real quick, right? I'm gonna do some investigation on my own. Thanks for giving me control of your life for 3 weeks. Next time you and your mama plotting on me and come up and make sure all you pick the right dumb. Maybe somebody you already F your mama controlling life like she's gonna help you come up. What is going on, man? What is going on? So this was in. So they was. So this is rape court basically. I don't. Something sounds fishy to me. I'm trying to see what's the. Why did they block out the profile picture? As much as AB is an a-hole, I'm not sure if this is real or true. Someone accused Judge Mathis of spitting on them. Yeah, it just does. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, and we can't even see the picture neither. Like, they blocked it out. So I mean, it doesn't make no sense. And June 29th, wasn't that NFL training camp? Didn't he have like a foot injury? Hold on, real quick. Antonio Brown, we gonna do some investigating here. JT Sports does it all. He talks sports and investigates. So let's do some investigation. Antonio Brown, foot injury. So let's do some because Raiders can't because I know NFL training camp started around this time and he was in Oakland when this happened, right? And his family was with him. So the foot injury took somewhere around August something, right? So this happened like late in August, right? So let's see when Oakland started training camp. Let's see what. So Antonio Brown helmet issue. It was the helmet issue first. No, it was the foot issue first. Then it was the helmet issue. Oh, it was from 2 years ago. But the emails had to be recent though. The emails had because the email said this year because it said that she took him to rape court or something like that. Okay, so we got a timeline. So we got this one I'm trying to see. So the messages, the emails go back from June 20. Oh, this is June. I thought this was July. Training camp doesn't start. Hmm. I don't know, man. Training camp doesn't start until like late July. I thought it said July. So March 13th, he got acquired May 28th. Then see they didn't. Wow, this is weird, man. This is weird. It doesn't look. This is gonna look good for Antonio Brown, man. It's not gonna look good, man. This is really weird. It really is. I mean, I just think the timing is all wrong, man. Like, if something like this would have happened, you think she would have did it a year ago instead of just now. But I mean, I think this is kind of calculated, right? Because you got to think about it, right? So all the things that's been going on for Antonio Brown, people are already looking at him as a bad person. And then now that this happened a year ago, because she could have brought this up any other time, but she chooses this moment right now to bring it up. So not only, so this is smart for her because you got to think about it. So not only is it because of the whole incident with the Oakland Raiders, but it's also going to make people be on her side because they're going to be like, "Hey, look what he's did with the Oakland Raiders and things like that." So this is what I'm saying. Like the timing is very weird with all the things and the turmoil that's been going on with him. So the timing is just very off to me. Look at the story, bro. She knew him in college and didn't talk to him until 2017 when he is a megastar. He doesn't want to play. He's setting this all up. The biggest player in the NFL right now. She's obviously doing it for the money. I know, and like he has all the attention on him and things like that. It's weird, man. It's really, really weird. But I'm interested in seeing how this story goes on, man. I'm really interested. But I'm finna go, guys. I gotta finish homework and I gotta finish making these two videos. But for right now, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just gonna say that Antonio Brown is innocent, man. We've seen a lot of these athletes get falsely accused. And I mean the media is gonna eat it up, man. The media is going to eat it up. They're going to be talking about it on ESPN First Take. They're going to be talking about it. That's all people are going to be talking about tomorrow. Antonio Brown, Antonio Brown, Antonio Brown. And a lot of people aren't going to be on his side because of the things that's been happening with the Oakland Raiders and things like that. But Antonio Brown, man, I know athletes showing their wife and things like that. But I mean, something just seems off, man. I mean, it just something seems a little bit off to me, man. It really does. And if these happened 2 years ago, you think she would have did it at that? She would have did it a couple of years ago and things like that. So the media is just gonna eat this up, and I think this is very bad timing because I mean Antonio Brown's already looked up as a villain, and now you have this going on. So it doesn't this isn't gonna look good for Antonio Brown in front of the public eye. But I think it's really unfair for Antonio Brown if he is innocent, and I get why he's filing the civil lawsuit as well. And this isn't the first time. I mean, LaShawn McCoy had a similar incident last year. His ex girlfriend accused him of beating her up, and things like that. She faked bruises and things like that. So I mean, it just looks bad, man. But New England is going to release him. New England has rolled a lot of these things out. Ray Rice. Now this isn't Ray Rice. Ray Rice we have video evidence. He knocked the girl out, ice cold, knocked her out. Just ice cold. So I mean, this is weird, man. It's really weird. But New England, they're not gonna cut him. New England has had things like this happen in the past. They're gonna ride for Antonio Brown, man. They're gonna ride for him. I mean, they're riding with Josh Gordon, so they're gonna ride. They're not gonna cut him quick because you can't cut him quickly unless he gets proven, unless something drastic happens or things like that. But yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's different, man. Kareem Hunter, Ray Rice, like you had video evidence. Yeah, man, she's smart, and this is also a good chance to do it too. While he's being victimized by the media, so she can have the public on her side as well. And you already know women and women activists, they're already going to try to get something going right now. So I mean, the NFL is going to have to do something. So what I think the NFL is going to do, they're probably going to put Antonio Brown, they're probably going to suspend him or something like that till this whole situation gets worked out because the NFL has to do that because the NFL has to protect their brand. Yeah, it's like the Ezekiel Elliott thing as well. It's kind of similar to the Jameis Winston thing as well when he was in college and he got falsely accused of rape. So I mean, it's interesting how this ends up turning out, man. But make sure you guys are new. Make sure to like if you don't subscribe. I'm about to get up off here. It's getting late. I'm trying to get done with these videos and have these ready to get uploaded. So I'm gonna let you guys go, man. Thank you guys for joining. Thank Yeah, man. Like what he said, man. But thank you guys for watching, man. I'm about to get on here. Yeah, man. But I'm about to get off here, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Make sure to subscribe.